This is Caesar Book 1, Chapter 5.
Okay, in this chapter, the Helvetii attempt to move west. Although the original author of this plan has died, the Helvetii still attempt to put his plan into effect. They burn villages, farms, food, possessions, everything that they cannot bring with them, and they persuade many of their near neighbors to do the same thing. So, from Caesar's perspective, this mass migration represents a threat to his providence. Crowds can be volatile, and this crowd included thousands upon thousands of warlike men.
Alright, so let's get into the text. After his death, the Helvetii, nevertheless, tried to do that which they had decided upon to go from their territories, because this is an ablative. And then we have this as a present active subjunctive because we have this ut clause here. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Ubiam here is translated as soon as. So we have as soon as they had thought that they themselves were prepared for this, they incendant, so they set fire to, and then we have all these things. So they set fire to all their towns, in number about 12. Their villages, about 400, and then we have and to their private dwellings that remained. We have this comburant here that comes all the way to the beginning of the sentence. So this will translate as they burn up all the corn except what, and then this is going back to the corn, except what they were going to carry with them. That having destroyed the hope of returning home, they might endure, because this is a FPP, so we translate that as they might. So they might endure to be prepared or to be ready for all dangers. And then finally we have they order, and then I guess we could imply here like they order everyone. They order everyone to carry flour, having been grounded, and from home for themselves for 3 months. So that section is a little tricky there. So let's move on. This section is pretty straightforward. We have they persuade the Rauarkis and the Tulingis and the neighboring Ladobrigis to use, or I guess it'd probably make more sense to say like they adopt. So to adopt the same plan. So this is definitely the hardest section out of the whole chapter to translate. So I'll try to put the pieces together as best as I can. So we have having burned up their towns and villages, to set out with them as one, or like together. Then we have this clause, or like this these words here. These go up with boiosque. So this would be and they having, I guess you could say, like having kept back and received to themselves as allies of the Boii, who, and then this is referring to the Boii, who had inhabited across the Rhine and crossed into Norican territory and attacked Noria. So there you go. That's Caesar, Book 1, Chapter 5. And we'll see you next time.